now, 5-0. Little diffy.
Hey, maybe don't even listen to fucktards more anyway.
That's true. Oh, we're in Discord, so I had to turn their voices all the way down. But the game is like, you know, God, they can't figure their shit out, man.
Yeah.
Hey, boys. Welcome in, welcome
what
in.
What kind of podcast are you
Season
running here, man?
3, episode 2 of the Talking Chise podcast. As always, well, we got Devin tonight. We don't have the other two co-hosts. We just got Devin. And then with our special guest tonight, we have the coach of the Oilers, Jay.
Come on, baby.
How's it
About
going?
time you guys got off your asses on a weekday night to do one of these things, man.
Yeah, been a little bit of a challenge, you know?
You know, I kind of like it, actually. What happens is I get done with the club. It's about 2 a.m. I get in the Uber and I fire up the podcast, man. And I'm hammered. The Uber's like, what the fuck is this guy listening to? And it's kind of like an ordeal. But a little 12 Beer Tuesday podcast, you know, I'm in.
I know.
Listen to Marshall just shit on you.
I can't, you know, before we get into what I'm sure the reason I've been invited to this podcast today to talk about, I'd like to say something to Marshall directly. Hey, Marsh, how are you, bud? I grew up with you. I carried you to many flag football championships when you're linebacking, trying to fucking, you know, pull a flag, and you can't even do that. And I told you to keep your head up, right? I was always on your side, always on your team. I joined this little Madden Chise, and I turned into a podcast. You know, I don't know, starting the season off 1-0, boom, feeling pretty damn good, feeling pretty cocky. Just lost the damn COD round, by the way, but it's fine. And I hear you tell Jake that he's got 2 easy games on the season. You said, hey, Jake, I'm looking at your schedule. I only see 2 easy games all year. And keep in mind, Marshall, this is just for you now. In that moment, the last name I think you're going to say is your old pal Jay. And then out of nowhere, you pull Phil McCrevis and Jay out of your damn mouth. So just know, if we ever play each other again, and you better hope to God we don't, I'm dropping 75 on your head. And that's the opening statement I got for March, man.
75.
Yeah, I'm taking the punishment. Now I don't have Worthy, so I don't really give a shit about punishments. Boom! Oh my God, you guys should see this COD game.
Well, let's just get into that then, since you said you ain't got Worthy no more.
Yeah.
You know, you've been stopping Worthy for like a year.
Yeah, I've been what with Worthy?
Shopping him. You've been putting him on the market, you know.
Yeah.
Trying to get him out of there. What made you finally pull the trigger?
Well, listen, I was really close to trading him last year. Skirman and I got a cunt hair away from a trade, and it's so funny now because Skirman and I were together yesterday and we were talking about it. There was a holdup in our trade in that I wanted a top 2 or 3 pick, and he refused to include that. If he included that, I would have traded Worthy last year. And now, of course, we see how the draft went. Thank God I didn't draft Worthy for damn normal Jeremiah Smith's bitch ass, because I would have quit the Chise over it. And
he did you a solid, man.
And I'll say this too, you know, I've gotten really close to trading Worthy with at least probably I'd say 5 guys in the Chise. We've gotten really close, and I just couldn't get the problem with Worthy is that his value is insane, but it has to be, you know. You can't trade him like he's Jamar Chase, and no offense to Jamar Chase, but there are levels to it. So you have to value him even higher than Jamar Chase. So what does that value look like? Who the fuck knows, man?
It just had to feel right to you, basically.
What's that?
It just had to feel right to you at the moment.
Yeah, I think feel right, but also I don't I'm not going to name a name, but somebody that I was trying to trade Worthy with the last couple of days, he said something that I thought was really funny. He said, man, he wanted something else for me besides Worthy. Or maybe I wanted something else from him. I don't know. And he was like, but dude, God, what a clutch, dude. Clutch 13-2, by the way, in the first podcast COD round in history. He wanted something more than I would offer for Worthy. And he said, brother, I've already bent on this, so you should bend on this. And I said, brother, you're trying to trade for Xavier Worthy. Like, You're the one who should be bending. I don't have to bend here. So I think anytime in a trade offer where I felt like I was bending, I didn't like it. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I think there's mutual bending on a lot of players. I just think when you got a guy like that, and please, God, don't make me post this card again in the damn chat. 'Cause I don't ever want to see it again. When you get a player like that, you just got to really value him crazy high and almost unrealistically high.
True. So I noticed that Worthy went for all offensive players. Is this a sign that the Oilers believe in their young stars on defense?
Not at all. That was not what my plan. If you look at all the trades I had lined up yesterday, by the way, I sent offers. It's not like somebody offered me and I declined. I sent 3 offers to 3 different Giants guys yesterday, and all of them featured elite cornerbacks, elite linebackers, and like a replacement wide receiver. But Mike's offer came in, and I was like, hot goddamn. I thought he was kind of joking at first. I was like, let me see what this looks like. And I'll say this, the Oilers' defense is not really, I think the players are not the problem. It's the user controlling the play. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, from the first 2 games, it looks like y'all got some rookies out there that are showing out.
Well, listen, 2-0 against 2 playoff appearances last season. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but we kind of feel like we're in a good spot. And we haven't been airing it out. So I already, when I realized I wanted to shift to a little more balanced game, I'm telling you guys, I think the most I ever ran in a game last season was 3 carries in a game. So I think we're at like 25 a game right now and through 2 games. So let's fucking mix it up. Let's see what we can get for Worthy. And I thought Mike's deal was one I couldn't say no to. And then I flipped Brock into a X-Factor tight end with Amon because I didn't really like Quentin Johnson.
Yeah.
I was practicing with him. I didn't really like his certain things. There's certain things that Worthy does. Like a lot of people also, if you don't watch my games and you see Worthy going for 4,000 yards in a fucking season, right? You think that's crazy. I'm just lobbing it up every game. But Devin will attest to this. I don't really do that.
No, he don't.
I don't unless the defense forces me to do it. You know what I'm saying? And when you have Xavier Worthy on your team, the whole defense is already playing over the top the whole game. And you notice that right off the bat, that just won't be open.
Yep.
So I got Amon. I switched Brock to Amon just because I needed something with doing the short routes that Worthy did for me, man. But I tell you what, it's a big difference. The speed difference, and I don't like it. But we'll see.
All right. People have been saying, people have been saying that you Worthy made. Without Worthy, you're going to be trash. Do you think they are right, or do you have a scheme in place, now without Worthy?
Listen, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of people see Worthy's numbers, and they think that I'm just throwing deep routes to Worthy the whole game. I really don't do that. I maybe won a game, and if I maybe like halftime or into the game, I'll try it again, but I really don't do it. So, like I said, I think Amon and Pickens isn't that bad either, though. I run a lot of short routes, but I also think running the ball is going to help me a lot. Like the game against Tim, I think I lose that game last season because I'm not running the ball at all. I'm passing a lot. I'm throwing 50 times a game with the clock stopping a lot. I think running the ball is going to change things, But, hey, I think I'm trash regardless, but I think that's why I had to trade Worthy. What's the point in having a 4,000-yard receiver and going 7-10 every year,
It's true.
Yeah.
What's the damn point? But also last season, to be fair, you guys do this late-night weekend pod. I haven't been able to speak my piece. But I lost a lot of games by 1 score last season, okay?
It is true.
I wasn't getting blown out by a motherfucking anybody.
Right.
And no offense to Devin. I mean, my only mission with Devin was to not get the belt gift. And I think there was one game, I think it was the first time we played last season, Devin, I threw 2 goal line interceptions, and I lost by
That is
6
true.
points.
Yeah, I remember
It's like that game literally, it could have been different if I just fucking ran the ball on the 1-yard line, but I didn't. So I don't know. Big change, though. I think it's going to take me
Jake,
a while to get
let me
used to
jump into this next one since he mentioned that.
Yeah. Okay.
Since you mentioned that, you had a lot of 1-score games last year. what does it take to finally get over the hump and make the playoffs and win those close games?
Listen, I'm telling you, I think it's running the ball. I'm not a Madden guru. I don't know anything about Madden outside of what I know, which is not a lot. Hang on, let me clutch up real quick. I don't mind. Yeah, I clutch that. If you're wondering, 3-0 first round. That's simple. I think last season, I'm telling you, if you look at the averages, I'm no joke. I think I ran the ball 2 or 3 times a game, and I think that leads to a lot more interceptions. Right? I'll throw fucking interceptions. Yeah. Joe Milton will throw interceptions now.
Milton will do that.
And I think you get a guy like Jahmyr Gibbs back there, and even without Jahmyr, I love having Jahmyr, but my rookie Hardy, normal, by the way. You know, people think he's a damn bot. The guy's got 6 tutties and like 50 carries through 2 games. You know. So I don't know. I think the difference. I think I realized that throwing the ball 50 times a game for me, it just doesn't really work. Let's try to control. You know, let's try to control the time a little bit. Or no.
So, what can we expect from this new era of the Oilers, and how are the fans reacting to today's news?
You know, they're excited. The bottom line is fans don't see attributes and stats in 99s or 97s, 98s. What they see is they see George Pickens and Amon-Ra St. Brown coming over, and they see Jahmyr Gibbs. And they like what they see there, but that's not all. They also see Gadsden coming in, X-Factor tight end. Not a fucking bad tight end by any stretch.
No.
And they see a defense that maybe they could have liked to see improved here and there, but the truth is, on paper, the defense is fine. The head coach got to call better plays. I think the fans were a little disappointed, but at the same time, they've seen enough out of Worthy in 1 season of what most fan bases see out of a receiver in 10 seasons.
That is true.
Yeah.
So if they're bitching, they can bitch some more. I don't want to hear it. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. All right, so some of the players that were involved in the Worthy trade, they didn't even touch the ground before their plane was redirected to another team's facility.
Yeah.
Are you addicted to training? And
No,
what prompted these players to be traded?
When you said training just now, did you mean the word trading?
Did I say training? Because I definitely meant trading. My bad.
I'm not necessarily addicted to trading, and honestly, I don't really trade that much. But I can literally, if you want the inside scoop, Jake, because I know that this pod is prestigious and it's known for its inside scoops. If you want an inside scoop, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
I made the trade.
Mm-hmm.
I was in court for a DUI charge when I made the trade. Okay, that's an inside scoop for you.
Okay.
And I didn't really care too much about the court situation. I was just so ready to get home and go into practice, reorder the depth chart, and see what that feels like. You know, what does it feel like to not have a guy that gets open on 99% of snaps?
Right.
And I got to be honest with you. Here's what I'll tell you. 2 things. I don't really use a tight end passing scheme often. Pat Freiermuth is there when he's there, and I've hit him when he's there, but I don't really – my offense doesn't go through the tight end. So don't get me wrong, I liked having Brock Bowers.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sitting there in practice just running random plays, and I'm like, I'm really just not finding myself running – like the offense is not going to run through my tight end. I'm just not that kind of a player. And then I'm just letting you know now. Now it gets super inside of my mind. Then I noticed – I didn't love Quentin Johnson in the 1 spot. I didn't like certain things that he was doing. He felt kind of slow with the ball in his hand. Where, Worthy has Worthy's going to pop a route and be open in 2 seconds. Quentin didn't really have that. But I felt that with George Pickens. Mm-hmm. I was like, I feel like this is one of those weird things. It's hard to explain unless you understand it. For me, if you just take the stats out of it and the attributes and the overalls, some players just feel different.
Yeah. No, I understand that.
For one reason or another. And George Pickens just felt so much better than Quentin Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
So when the Steelers reached out, he wanted Pickens originally. And I said, I actually would rather give up Quentin Johnson. And then I looked at Gadsden's card and then Amon-Ra's 99, in all route running that I cared about. I said, fuck it.
Yeah.
So that's the full inside scoop on why I did a quick trade. I really wanted Amon-Ra to replace what I think I get a lot out of Worthy on, which is those short routes in and out. open, passing the ball within a second of the snap.
Mm-hmm.
Which I do. Like I said, if you don't watch my games, you wouldn't get it. But I'd say 99% of my passes are these little quick, hot routes. And Devin knows all about hot routes. Hot
Man,
routes.
come on, man.
But you see the defense, and on snap, you see what they're doing. And Worthy, though, just is so quick on drags and out routes. I needed a guy that could do that, and I didn't think Jay or QJ could do that. And there's your answer, man. That's a little inside scoop for you.
And you still have Trey Tucker.
Yeah, Trey Tucker's really good. He's really fast. He just doesn't have a great release.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, this is another weird thing with Xavier Worthy, man. When he's on your team, every snap you feel like you have to look at him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of times guys like Trey Tucker and even now like a guy like George Pickens, these guys are not even getting looked at because I'm staring at my wide receiver one.
Right.
You feel like you have to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited now to just kind of call plays without looking at one guy, and just kind of see what that looks like. I don't think I'm going to be good at it at first. I think it's going to take me a second to kind of get used to whatever the new offensive scheme is,
Yeah.
But Jahmyr Gibbs is cold as fuck. I promise he's fucking cold.
Yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs is nice.
Jahmyr Gibbs was my favorite part about the whole trade today.
Yeah, I knew what that meant when you got him. I was like, well, he's going to be running the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, before the season started, I said the Oilers are going to shock some folks. By the way, we're number one, full team of 6. By the way, not even listening to the game, number 1 on the podium, 2 games in a row. I just think the last 2 games, even with Worthy, I had already shifted to running the ball a lot. With Hart, I wanted to see what that rookie could do, and the rookie's been great. But you get Gibbs in there, and he moves so different. It's so immediate and quick. I'm excited about it. But we're still going to pass the fucking ball, don't get me wrong. And let me tell you, Jake, if we do play each other, it's going to be a good game. It ain't going to be an easy one, like fucking Marshall says. I don't know
None
why
of my
he
games
said
are
that.
easy.
I told the Uber driver to pull over at 3 a.m. because I wanted to throw up on the side of the road when I heard Marshall say that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where Marshall's coming up with that information. My schedule's hard.
No, he said your schedule's hard. He said that you got 2 easy games.
I don't think so.
Phil
I think
and Jay.
I don't have any easy games as far as I'm concerned.
Well, can I say this? I think the parity, and I don't have a lot of experience here, just last Madden. I really do think that just about any team could beat any team. I think Devin is an exception to that. And I think there are some guys, I don't know. I mean, like I lost to Jeff last season. No, it was 7 a.m. and he ran the ball 55 times in the game, and well, we don't have to talk about that.
Yeah.
I was bamboozled.
Man, Jake don't ever run the ball. I mean, not Jake. Jake runs the ball a lot. He runs the ball a lot. Now, Jeff, he don't run the ball. No, from my experiences.
That's the only time Jeff has ever done that, and he did it against me. He ran the ball 52 times in one game. I texted him after the game. He was talking some shit too, which I love. Like, I think you should talk shit when you get a win like that with a division guy that you're talking shit to a lot already. I said to him, why would you do anything else? Like, why would you ever pass the ball? Just fucking do that, man. I mean, I think I had the ball for 3 drives the entire game.
Yeah.
But I also think, I think playing at 7 a.m., my fucking head scrambled. I'm not making any defensive adjustments because I went to bed at 3:30 off a damn quart of Fireball and 12 beers. And
yeah, early games are not where it's at.
Your brain just thinks a little differently. But I guess my point is, I think there's a lot of parity in this league now. I think a lot of teams can beat a lot of teams. I really do. Hayden beating Detroit is crazy to me because I told Hayden last night I played Detroit at the end of last season when I thought I figured out my defense pretty good.
Yeah.
And he made me feel like it was my first time ever playing the game. And so I just think anybody can win. I think Devin's the exception to that. I have to give the man some props. I wish, with him being in my division, I wish I could talk shit. I just can't. When you play him, you feel the power, and it's just it's Thanos inevitable. Then you get snapped into oblivion, and you just want to keep it close. But I've kept it close every time we played.
Hey, just don't ever mic up and play him.
No, I wouldn't do that. If I mic'd up and played somebody in Madden, like, I already have a pretty hard time keeping focus in general. But if I was talking shit, Yeah, that would fuck with my head.
Yeah, I got injected quick.
Yeah.
What were you saying to him?
I
Just
told
all
him what he
kinds
was
of
doing
dope
before he did it.
That's
Just a
crazy.
bunch of dope stuff. I guess, Jay, do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, I got plenty of questions.
Okay.
How do you get coaching points?
By winning games, apparently.
I'm running low, man. I'm running low. No, I don't have any questions for you guys. I love both of you guys. Jacob, I grew up with you. A lot of people don't know that.
Yep.
And I got a real bone to pick with you, though. Every time flag football comes up, somehow you and Marshall just fail to bring up the fact that, I'm
Dude,
like a
I'm
world
not.
record holder, world record holder not for stats, but for getting kicked out of leagues.
You are, in fact, that.
No one has gotten kicked out of more leagues than I have, for sure.
I'm never like the person that's running the team, so I don't know how much weight I carry as far as any of that goes.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm just, I just appreciate the hard work you guys do on this great podcast. I wish I got to hear it more often.
Now we,
But I want to get to a point now where we start shit talking people in the Chise, because there's some people that deserve it.
okay.
Like who?
I don't know. That's my question to you guys. I wanted y'all to
Oh.
start it, then I could.
Oh, that's a lot. That's
Man,
a lot.
I'm ass at this game, so I'm not talking shit to nobody.
Let me see, because I'm a little distracted now, but there's some things that I'd like to get off my chest. I can say this: I almost traded the Panthers Worthy, and he was just not having it. He is a tough motherfucker to trade with, huh?
Yeah, he don't know how
He's
to
the worst.
negotiate.
Man,
He is the worst, man.
I
And
like
nothing's
him.
good enough. Nothing's good enough.
I like the guy, but I'll put it out there. That's what the podcast is for. Josh had a worthy trade, and the only thing holding it up was that he refused to get rid of an 80 overall linebacker.
It was too much for him.
Could you imagine that?
Yeah, I could. Because
And
he
of
wants a replacement. He's going to try to trade stuff to replace that before he makes that trade. Which,
And of all the offers that I gave for Worthy, that one was easily the most tame. Like, that one I would have gotten ridiculed for accepting. People would have said, "What the fuck did you do that for?" And then I would have found a way to justify it. But I'm like literally an 80 overall linebacker is the only reason Josh doesn't have Xavier Worthy. The only reason.
Doesn't make sense to me, but hey,
That blow
that's
your
his
mind?
team. It's
Do
his
you want to
team,
know?
man.
Do you want to know who else had offers for Worthy?
Who?
AJ. AJ's
Facts.
probably the greatest one because I sent an offer for Worthy last night, and I said, "What do you think of this?" And it was I think that was the most fair offer both ways. And AJ, he responded with one word. Can anyone guess what the word was?
No, I can't.
Speed.
He said, "Fuck."
Oh.
And I didn't know if that was a good fuck or a bad fuck, so I just let it simmer. And I didn't hear from him at all after that. So I was like, I guess that deal's dead. And
Yeah.
then today, Mike gets in the group chat, and he sends his offer in the group chat. And I said, wait. And I responded to him, and I repeated it back to him. I was like, so we're clear, it's this. He said, yeah. Then AJ texted me, and he said, hang on, don't accept that yet. I think I want to accept this one. And I was like, oh. So, I mean, AJ's really bad just because he had it. All he had to do was say yes, last night.
Yesterday's offer isn't today's prices.
Mike's offer came too, and I was like, I just don't think I can decline that.
Mike's been known for some crazy trades.
Yeah,
Oh, look at his team.
I will never forget one of the older Maddens. I don't even know what year it was, but that dude traded. I think he traded me like multiple first round picks. I think some top star DN for Andrew Luck. It was wild. It was one of those ones you definitely cannot say no to.
You pay for what you want, and like I said, in truth, the guy's got an all 99 card receiver. So
No.
I personally, I don't love that he has a quarterback with 84 throw power, just because You really need, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You need it.
you need to with Worthy. It's not about stretching the field. It's about the constant threat of being able to.
Yeah,
You
you
know
gotta
what I'm
get the
saying?
ball in front of him. You can't have him slowing down, waiting on it.
I'm telling you, of just every single team I've played since I got Worthy, up from the first snap on, they're playing over the top. Every snap.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you beat me over the top.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Because that threat is always there that Milton can drop at 75 yards in a bucket, and he's going to be there to catch it. I just don't know at 84 throw power, like if that threat is still crazy like that, where a defense has to change the way they play.
Well,
I guess
don't know.
we'll find out.
And the Commanders also had an offer for Worthy.
Pretty
that
good.
one, it was a good one, but that one was the one that he didn't even consider it. Like it was something that he wouldn't be willing to give up at all.
Okay.
But we got close. I mean, we were going back and forth for a minute. We got close.
But you finally get it done. That's all that matters, man.
Got it done. I mean, today I was probably going to trade it to AJ, and then Mike came in and said, hey, take all of this. I said, I think I damn sure will. But like I said, I think for me, Gibbs, if it was a different running back, I don't know if I'd do the trade. Because Gibbs is just, at least from what I could see and what I thought, I could be wrong. I just thought Gibbs was kind of on that next level. And since I missed my running back in the draft, because I drafted a free safety normal pussy, I like Jameer Gibbs.
Hey, he gives you a receiving back threat as well.
Yeah.
Yep. And he's super fast. But I also have a lot of these cool little gadget formations that I'm working in now. Kind of put him in a different spot. I like it. I could be wrong. Like I said, I could lose every game from here on out. And I do think the first few games is going to be weird just trying to figure out what works and what doesn't.
Yeah. Well, Jay,
It'll be fun.
We know that you have some business to handle on the battlefield, so we'll let you get going. We appreciate you for dropping in and giving us your time.
Y'all are kicking me out, huh?
No, we're not kicking you out.
You're kicking me out of my own damn PlayStation party. That's crazy, man.
We just got to wrap it up,
We got to wrap. We've been live for like 10 minutes.
It's been a lot longer than that. I don't know how long it's been, but it's definitely been longer than 10 minutes.
They about ready to play their game, so
yeah. So,
who's playing?
Skirms and Mark.
I gotta watch that one.
What's the prediction? What's the prediction right here?
I got a prediction for you. I'm gonna go with Skirman because he wants it really bad. He
wants it more.
Like you guys know how mad he was after the draft. We saw it. But like just being around him, we were golfing together yesterday. And talking to him, during the draft, he's really fucking mad. So he wants it real bad, man. And I'm gonna have to go skirming on it just on wanting it,
Devin?
I got Skirms too, man. I mean, if it plays right, we'll see.
All right.
What do you got?
Y'all. I'm indifferent. I mean,
You gotta pick somebody.
Do I have to pick somebody? All right.
Yes.
Shit. Give me the Broncos.
Oh, you're talking about the podcast sweep.
Maybe.
Wow.
We could all be wrong here.
We could all look stupid.
Mark's
So
coming
it
for our
is what it is.
abilities now, man.
That's whatever.
We're cooked, man.
Alrighty. Well, we'll let you get back to that battlefield out there.
Anytime you guys do a podcast that's not on a Friday or Saturday, you can ring me up and I'll pop in with a quick thought in and out. You just let me know, man.
I'd like to get more people, but nobody ever offers up wanting to be on.
Everybody's just a little bit nervous, man. Everybody's too busy watching YouTube cheat sheets and cover 3, cover 4, boom, quick adjustments. Every play, let me move 9 defenders in a different spot.
He's talking about you, Devin.
Right. No. You know what's funny? You know what's really funny? At least when I play Devin, I don't really notice it with Devin. But I notice it with a lot of players in the Chise. And I'm not talking shit about it. Like, I wish my mind could wrap around making those micro adjustments on every snap. I'll do it every now and then I'll forget.
Brother, I ain't got the speed to be doing all of those either.
The speed, it's like, how do you get from player to player and
Yeah.
move them? And it's not even big movements. It's like, take a linebacker and move them 2 steps to the left. But now that cut off my seam route.
Yep.
And I don't know, man. I think a lot of these guys are too busy plugging their bussies up, man, to fucking get on the pod.
All right. Well, it looks like the Packers and the Broncos are live, so we're gonna wrap it up here, and
I'm gonna kick you guys out of my party, man.
All right. Well, we're gonna send you back to the battlefield, and we're gonna end it here. So we'll catch you guys in season 3, episode 3.
And you guys didn't even say if y'all thought the Worthy trade was good or bad. That's what pisses me off.
No, I thought it was good.
I mean, it was fair.